What ho everybody, Ian here with another weekly layout project update. We will take you into the garage to experience some of my baseboard construction shortly, but right now I'm working on my Parkside North British goods van kit, and well, it's not going so terribly well. I don't know whether it's me or whether it's the kit quality, but I've been having to do a lot of filing of parts to fit, and there's also like a rudimentary compensation system on the axles, and well, since I got everything put together, I found that it was derailing on plain straight and level track, so there was something wrong with my compensation. And then I discovered that the axle boxes were slightly out of alignment, so I've had to like remove one of the W irons arrangements, and gonna have to move that slightly to get everything properly lined up. So like I say, I don't know whether it's me with this kit or whether it's the instructions or whether it's a bit of both. I'm not too impressed with the instructions, but there are things about the kit that I do like, and I'll talk about those later on when I've got this finished and running properly. But right for now, I have to relocate this W iron I have to move it towards the buffer beam by 1mm. I've discovered that the axle boxes are out of alignment, so I've got to move those. And then after that, well, hopefully, I mean, touch wood, it'll run again. But so I'll get working on that, and in the meantime, let's see what I've been doing in the garage with pieces of 2x1 pine and some 1/4" ply. Here we are in the garage, complete with Model T Ford as a backdrop, and well, gonna cut some wood for a baseboard, and I've just made a fantastic discovery that I hope will assist me in making straight cuts, something I've not been able to do for the whole of my woodworking life, and that's one of these, a miter box. Yeah, why has it taken me 30 years to discover the miter box for making straight and square cuts? Well, when I was at school in woodworking class, we were taught by a highly skilled woodworker, cabinet maker, and he never used a miter box for straight cuts. So I never saw what a miter box was for the longest time, and by that time I'd given up on wood as a baseboard constructing material and was experimenting with other materials, so I never thought about a miter box for cutting square cuts until I started using a small miter box to cut styrene and such like. So now for the first time I'm trying a miter box for wood. So we will see how that goes. Anyway, that's one framework done. That's the going to be the fiddle yard scenic display stand base, just 2x1 glued and screwed, and everything all the pieces of wood are the same length and all seem to have screwed together really easily. So I don't know, was the miter box the secret? We will get on and do the other frame for the main station baseboard. There we go, another baseboard frame cut that is square and all the cross braces fit in perfectly. So I don't know if a miter box is the key to making square baseboards, but it certainly helped me with my square cuts. So maybe that's what I've been missing out on for these past 30 years, is a miter box. Oh well, you find out these things in the end. Now we'll work on putting a surface on these. Now I have to cut straight lines with a jigsaw. Now that's not an easy task for me. Oh, here we are. I guess you can see that my cutting with a circular saw, with jigsaw, sorry, is not the straightest, but I'll live with it because I only have to have two faces square and straight. That's the front and the side that joins to the other baseboards. I can use the trimmed faces from the board as it is, so, and that seems to work. So I've got a straight face, generally straight face here, and so that'll be perfectly fine for me. So anyway, here's a final look at the baseboards, and this baseboard is going to be the base for the scenic display stand, where the train cassettes will be pushed in to the scene. I need to add some short rails along there so that I can guide the cassettes into the right place every time. And then this, of course, is the station area baseboard. And you'll notice I've made a rectangular baseboard rather than an angled one as appears in the plan. And that's because I didn't trust my woodworking abilities to make an angled frame. And also I kind of like the idea of a little shelf in this area here so that I could rest a cup of tea or something there. And of course, a cup of tea is absolutely vital to the layout, building and operation. And then blank here, if I ever decide to extend this way, make the station a through station, then that would be, I would be building another baseboard for here as well. So the station area is like 3 feet 6 long by 16 inches deep. Or is it 17.5, allowing for the the thickness of the 2x1? Yes, I believe it's 17.5. And then this is 3 feet by 10 inches. I can't remember if I allowed for the thickness of the 2x1 there or not, but such is my level of woodworking abilities. But this will fit on a shelf bracket, so if I wanted to put this display stand up in the house and display some of my models, then well, it would fit on a ordinary house shelf bracket. So anyway, there we go. Baseboard's done. I can put this task, so I can put this horrible task behind me, and I can get on with some other things. So that's the baseboard. Baseboard's built, and that went much better than I expected, which is more than can be said for this goods van right now. So the yes, the baseboard's done. Well, I've got flat-topped baseboards. Of course, I've got to work out where the track goes on the baseboards, and then line up the rails for sliding in the cassettes. I've even more exactly got to work out what I'm actually going to make the cassettes from, because I'm going to have to match up the rail height over the baseboard joins. That's a little something to think about. We'll get there on that. I'm just pretty happy that I've got the baseboards built without too much of a problem. I didn't draw blood, didn't lose a finger, so that's a win in my books. So yes, the Parkside Goods van is not going as well as I thought it was. I thought I'd cured the problem by relocating the W iron assembly and making sure that the axles were straight and square, but no. So now it looks like the floor might be twisted at an angle. So as I said, I did an awful lot of filing and trimming to get everything to fit together, and maybe I just didn't trim enough off somewhere, and there is a twist in the floor. So I've got to take the floor out and trim it down to size, probably a bit more, and hopefully that'll be it. So this week has been a week of ups and downs. So we were up on the baseboards and we are down on this wagon, which will take a little bit of work. So we will catch you again in another week, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I might have to start work on putting together the next issue of the Micro Model Railway Dispatch, the summer issue, in the next few days and weeks. So perhaps I get a little bit less productive on the layout for a little bit, but hopefully we'll get there, you know. So take care, happy modeling, and we'll see you next week.